Right. Call the April 13th, 2026 Fairmount Town Council meeting to order. If you would join us for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody. All right, we'll do a roll call.
Treon,
Present.
Ken Pullen,
Present.
excuse me, Cooper.
Here.
Karen Pullen, present. Armstrong.
All right. No purchase orders tonight.
No purchase orders.
All right. Let's review the claims and order warrants drawn on the same.
I motion we review claims and order warrants drawn on the same.
I'll second.
All right. Motion made by Karen, seconded by Ken to issue warrants on the claims. All those in favor signal saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. All right. Review the minutes and approval from the meeting on March 23rd, 2026.
I'll make a motion we approve the minutes.
Second.
Got a motion made by Greg, seconded by Karen to approve the minutes from March 23rd, 2026 meeting. I'll abstain because I wasn't here. All those in favor signal saying aye.
Aye.
All right. Motion carries. Any comments from citizens?
Yeah, I have a question. County, can you build a garage or building or a piece of property that's not attached to your land without having some kind of living facility there, like a kitchen or a bathroom?
No.
Can you? I didn't think you could.
You can, and like in town here,
Yeah,
you can with our approval because we were going to okay that on Mill Street at 3rd Street.
but
With-
it takes
with the-
approval from the
Mhm.
and from the neighbors too, or?
There would have to be a hearing. There,
You have to have a hearing from the neighbors.
Matter of fact, the BZA gentleman's right there. Ed Hartman's BZA.
Hello, I'm Ed Hartman, and I'm running for county commissioner, but I am the chairman of the Board of Zoning Appeals. And you're asking about an accessory building or another
It's a
residence or what?
Piece of property, and this person wants to build a building on it, a garage on it.
Mhm.
But it's not, I mean, it doesn't attach to her house. I mean, it's between my house and the other house, and then she wants to just build a garage there.
So it's an accessory building.
Yeah, she wants to build a
Standalone.
garage and do some
Okay.
kind of crafts repair in
Okay. It's not allowed to be in front of the existing home,
it. There's no home there, it's an empty lot.
empty lot, okay? Without a variance, you could not do it.
Okay, that's-
To just build an accessory building before building a home.
okay.
It's not impossible, you just
Okay,
have
she
to.
just wants to build a garage there and do some kind of craft thing, but she's not gonna live in it.
Yeah, okay, and it's not gonna have bedrooms, bathrooms, things like
So I
that.
know
It's not gonna be a
garage.
guest house or
No,
anything
it's gonna be a
like
garage.
that. Garage, yeah.
Is it going to be a business?
She says her husband does some kind of crafts and he wants to repair crafts in it.
Oh, okay.
They're not gonna sell from there, they're just gonna repair stuff in, I guess.
Okay,
So, okay. They don't own a lot adjoined to this anyway.
No,
Okay.
no, it's between my house and two boys.
Oh, okay. I know where you're at now. Okay.
And somebody bought it, and that's what she was gonna build a house, but she didn't have the money to build a house, so.
So I guess the short answer is yes, you can do it, but there's steps you have to follow to do it.
Okay, great,
Yep.
that's what okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Thank you, Ed.
Putting in there.
Anything else? All right, President, I don't have anything. Yeah,
When's the new trash company take over?
August 1st.
August 1st?
Yep.
Okay. 'Cause I was wondering, all these large items out,
Yeah,
I wouldn't feel good paying them $30 a new one if they've been out for 3 months.
I agree. And I wish I could say that they're going to pick them up and it's going to be fine until August 1st, but it may get worse. I mean, they've been notified that we're terminating their contract.
So they're gonna ignore us probably.
I don't think they will. I don't-
hope
think so.
not.
That's bad business
Yeah,
for
that's
them.
bad
Yeah.
business on
Oh,
their
yeah.
part. Do you know where these are at?
Probably the day or two or three. I just went out from my house for the last 3 weeks.
Well, we can.
Give me a call in the morning. We'll get the addresses and get everything sent over to them.
All right. Thanks, Jerry. All right, streets and parks.
Kyle Hamilton, Streets and Parks Department. Regarding the trash, the street department has went around a couple times before when it got excessive and compiled a list. We could try to squeeze that in. I think we got some rain coming up this week.
That'd be great.
So we'll get a list compiled and we'll send it in. Kelly's office usually sends it in, and they are usually pretty prompt after we do that.
Usually.
It's not supposed to be our responsibility, but
ends
it
up
has
being.
been in the past
Mhm.
to get it situated.
I appreciate you handling that.
Thank you.
Alleys, we got the alleys repaired. I mentioned that last board meeting. That's the project we'd be starting on soon. So we used approximately 19 ton, 53 stone to repair that the stone drivable alleys that we have in town. And if you weren't aware, because I was not aware, we are utilizing this GIS mapping more. And so as we went and repaired the alleys, we have to drive down every one to make sure to see what we need to repair them. We have 74 drivable stone alleys.
Wow.
Never would have guessed, right?
Mm-mm.
I didn't know that either. We have 13 drivable asphalt alleys. So that's just a little breakdown on the alley repairs we did. We're currently working on GISing and making work orders for road repairs. Furthermore, with that being said, of me talking about this GIS, we are having a training Thursday, April 23rd at 10 a.m. If any of you all would like to come up here during that to see what it has to offer and see how that program works.
What was that again? Sorry.
It's Thursday, April 23rd at 10 a.m.
Up here?
Yes. Both the utilities department and us use that. And so we all came to the street department and they didn't have it. Utilities department had it. We jumped on board with it. And we're still trying to kind of like figure it out on our own because we weren't here present for the training that they initially had on how it operated. So they're coming back. It's per our contract that we're allowed that too with the GIS company. So working on organizing and digitizing all our records and stuff like that. So that's what we're doing right now is mapping road repairs for us to do here soon. With that being said, I've spoke to Eric and Angie about this. Washington Street needs a treatment. We plan on making that a project road in the future. So, but we're talking 5-6 years down the line because South Main's due up for the next project. So what I'm going to do is a Cape Seal treatment. So a Cape Seal treatment is a 2-step process. The first step of it is chip and seal. So they chip and seal it. We come in about a week later, clean up the loose stone off of it, and then we put a micro surface over it. This micro surface consists of emulsion, crushed limestone, and slag steel. I can show you all a picture. It, in essence, looks like a paved road when it's completed. So that's called a Cape Seal treatment. You should have two estimates from I'm sorry, what was that called again? I didn't write it down.
Pavement Solutions.
Pavement Solutions. Yes, I do have it wrote down too. So one estimate is Washington Street from the town limits to the town limits, excluding from Mill Street to Walnut Street, that basically that business district there. So you're at, I believe it was 54,000 something, correct?
Yes.
So after we got that, I decided to micro surface that 2-block area without the chip and seal. So we will not do the chip and seal. It won't be a cape seal on that 2-block area. It's just going to be a micro surface on that 2-block area. And we will not cross Main Street with it. And that, so it will be the emulsion, crushed limestone, and the slag steel. So
What's the difference between using the crushed asphalt and not? What's that gonna do?
So you won't get the cape seal effect. You're not going to get the double layers, the chip seal, which does a lot on its own, and then this micro surface that just gives it a more longevity.
More finished.
Yes,
More
a more
finished
finished look. Correct. It's half the price of paving the road, of course. But I can get you some more details. We use this website called roadresource.org. I'll get you some details on it, what a cape seal does. We should get about 8 years out of this road after this.
I was getting ready to
this
ask, how
dual-
long does it
yeah.
usually last?
This dual treatment. I didn't want to bring the chip seal up into that 2-block radius, but I got to seal the cracks where it is cracking and block cracking. So we're just going to do that micro surface through that 2-block area minus the intersection of Main Street. We're not going to cross Main Street with it. Did I answer your question? Kind of,
Pretty
sort
much.
of.
I'll get with you and we'll see pictures.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you notice how they did 26? Was it last year or year before, where they came through and they chip sealed it
Yep.
and they came and put that on? It almost looked like asphalt when it was
Right.
done. This is basically, listen to
This-
Kyle, the same thing but nicer.
This is even better.
Yeah.
So what they do on the state highways, they chip and seal and they just put a fog seal over it, which is just emulsion that seals it in. Yeah.
That wasn't very good sample.
Right. So this actually has substance
Okay.
behind it along with the chip and seal. Like I said, it's got crushed limestone, and the slag steel is a new age. We just learned about slag steeling roads at road school just back in March. So
Okay.
it was a whole new concept. We went through the whole class on it, by the way, too. So I'm excited to see how this works for maybe future roads, stuff like that. So I would like to give it a shot. So if I could have your permission.
Bud,
Yes, sir.
Sorry to intervene. Washington Street is a major drainage road for us. Anything that he puts on the surface, or we as a town put on the surface, is gonna be very difficult. If we raise that elevation, it's gonna shoot a lot of my water right down Sycamore Street to the first catch basin in the alley there. So anything that he would do along the road edge, that's my guttering for stormwater. So if there's not something in there for maybe a milling process or whatever, then I'm going to lose the drainage and it'll be put into a combined sewer. So that's something to consider. And we've been talking about how we could remedy some of these situations. I didn't know we were going to do this today, but
We don't have to make a decision tonight on it. We
yeah,
can,
somehow we have to do something to control the stormwater. Whether that be the sewage plant or the wastewater carrying the milling cost or how that looks to you guys, I don't know. But it definitely takes water out of our wastewater if we can do that.
how much,
mean-
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
go ahead. Go
How
ahead.
much thickness does this add, Kyle?
It's not much. So it's number 11 stone. So maybe a 1/4 inch.
With that much, with the
I'm
quarter of an inch?
overflowing now into that same basin that I was in.
So a quarter of an inch would still mess up.
Yeah, it would.
Now,
In that particular area, yes. If we milled down that section of road, if we milled down from a half a block east of Sycamore, all the way down to the alley west of the dentist, that's where my drain's at. And I could run that to our new storm drain going to Adams Street.
Sounds like
Can
what
we
we do is
It would benefit wastewater if we could get that water out.
can you still do this with milling? Okay, that was,
No.
Why couldn't you do it by milling?
You'd need an asphalt surface down
Oh,
once
you're
you
gonna
yeah,
get rid of the asphalt surface.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna get rid of this.
What's wrong with that? I mean, we can put one down and do it right over top of it. We're not talking about much. But drainage is pretty important to IDM, and I just like to head that direction. It's your decision ultimately. We not having a storm utility, have to figure out some way to battle these problems.
Can we grade the site somehow to funnel it down? Or,
We could if there were planning, and
I mean, fix
and
the
money
road
to
and
put
then,
towards it.
I mean, that's
right.
It's all about, there's ways to do anything you
Okay.
want to do.
Put
It
a
just
little
takes
V
money.
down
It's
there.
researching
funnel
it and
down
figure out the
or
best
something,
way
something
that's
to
gonna
carry the water down. We
best
don't want to
for
create
all.
another problem, that's for sure.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be a problem, it'd just come out to the wastewater plant.
Well, but still,
Yeah.
we need to address it before.
So that's a decision, just throwing a pavement on anymore or doing a surface
Raises the road
without
surface.
looking at the other avenues
So how many blocks is it?
becoming a way of a past. So,
Is it just 2 or 3 blocks?
well, that particular issue, if you raise everything all the way through, then you're doing things up there that aren't as a big effect on us, but they're still going to have an effect on people's properties and whatever. But it depends on how far you want to go with it.
Can you two get together in
And
the
just-
next 2 weeks and figure out a plan and bring this back in 2 weeks?
What we probably need is some kind of idea to use funds. Who's going to pay for it?
All right.
That type of thing.
That's the tough
then-
one. Okay.
Right? No, that's right.
Yeah, that's the tough one for me this year because Washington Street does need a treatment, or we're going to have really bad issues. And I still have
And that's
something
one
else
of
to
our
talk
main
about
roads.
regarding
Can we just do this?
roads as
That's
well.
one of
Can
our
we just
main
do this in this
thoroughfares.
year or something?
Yeah.
And
It's all the same throughout.
how about the drainage this way on this side of Washington?
Well, this project went so fast that we weren't able to do the planning that we needed to get done to really accomplish everything we needed to.
Is this fun? What am I word I'm looking for? Money we appropriated from something to do this? Or is this,
Yes, it's in our local roads and streets. We have the wheel tax.
money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I've already conferred with Kelly before I even.
Oh no, but I just
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah,
if we would
yeah.
got matching money or we had to do.
No,
it, or-
this is not
I
grant
mean, can
or
we do? One section of it that's.
Well, I don't.
we can do whatever
I mean,
you
I'm
want.
just asking.
I need
sections,
lower
but-
elevations is what I need.
Well, I
Yeah.
understand you keep building the roads,
And I
and
need
then you just
to-
want to get. I understand that totally.
and I need to treat all of.
That's what I was wondering. A little.
Well, I'm sure anything
I
can be
mean-
done. That's
I mean, that there's a right of way. I'm sure so far on each side of the road, right?
Yes.
You could dig not a ditch, but
it's usually back of sidewalk.
like you said, like a little half moon or something, just to carry it down.
We got to remember we do have curbs on Washington Street. all
Oh,
throughout.
that's right. Okay, yeah. So okay, yeah. Okay. I just hate to see us do it and create other
Don't you
problems
just love
and.
it when
Right.
Yeah,
And not doing something
something
and
else
creating
pops
up. Yeah, I
problems
mean,
as
yeah.
well. Well, it's kind
We
of,
can make sure we get both sides together.
yeah.
Is a couple weeks enough time to come up with a plan that's going to work for?
That would be a question for Commonwealth. I mean, because in my estimation, just for the Sycamore corridor alone, you're talking about milling down from the alley east of Sycamore to the alley west of Sycamore. James is restricted to only what is on his SRF paperwork, right? So we would have to contract prior to that to mill out and then to resurface the road at a level that would be low enough for him to get his covering on and still get the drainage to run through that corridor there.
So we mill it, repave it, and then cape.
Yeah.
And
Well,
with that being
It's
said,
gotta have pavement and that,
with that being said, that was going to be planned for the project. This is just a fix so we don't have a horrible road
Right.
for, until we can do Washington. And then again, Washington Street's going to only be done in a section like Main Street was as well.
You're talking 8 years?
I wouldn't think that long. We're hopefully doing South Main in 2028. Hopefully Washington, one section of Washington, 2030, 2031, somewhere in there is my projection.
And on our, I guess on our planning, I've never planned to do paving or milling or anything like that. But without a storm utility, and I don't want a storm utility, there's a lot of red tape and a lot of things that, that just get in the way. We need to come up with a way to finance some milling and get the elevations of these streets down. My opinion,
How much do you have to mill, you think?
on each street is different, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
No idea.
And that water already deters that away right now, right? Because we've talked about that with the,
What's that?
and the water already deters that away there right now,
Yes,
right?
it does. On lower flows, on very low flows, it goes to the alley to the north of Washington Street. And on high flows, it will override that and ride that corridor right down to the next alley. If it makes it past Sycamore, it's going to go that drain. Maybe not with him adding elevation to that part. It may not go there at all. So, no, I wouldn't bring it up because it seems confrontational, but
No.
I have to bring it up.
Right. We don't want
We don't fix one
Create-
thing and create a
fix one
bigger
problem,
mess
create a
down the
bigger
road,
problem.
yeah.
to, why don't we table this for now and
Sure.
come up with something?
My pleasure. Next on the list is the JQOL engineering, which you all have a pamphlet in front of you. So I found JQOL engineering shopping around technically. Actually, I met the guy at Bad Dad Brewery and we hit it off and he, his company designs roads, all this stuff. So on March 19th, he came down and we consulted on the South Main Street project. His name is Robert Santos. You should have a resume for him. Robert would be the design engineer for JQOL. There's another resume you have in there, Nathan Frey. He would be the lead project engineer. This firm also does structural engineering and landscape architecture as well. Just keep that in mind for maybe future endeavors that some of these, or like my department may have for the park or something like that. We still need to confer with, and I already spoke to you briefly, Eric and Angie, about what we do on South Main. Ken overheard that conversation as well, from Tyler Street to the dead end. So right now we have it as just milling that up and putting a new 2-inch overlay in, and maybe making like a cul-de-sac or turnaround at the end there instead of the pavement just
Cutting off.
abruptly ending. I guess I need to know if you guys are in agreement. We do not want curbs and sidewalks down that
Past
area,
Tyler?
correct?
I
Yes, past
I
Tyler
don't think
Street.
so.
No, I don't either.
Okay. That was just kind of some of the hiccups I didn't know to refer to this gentleman. So at least we got that worked out. So the design fees, as you can see in front of you, would be $245,000. Which according, I was not involved in this phase of the last project. That was when Keith was still here. Talking with Kelly, it sounds that's like right in line with Commonwealth, if I correct, right? Yeah. That 245,000 includes pavement cores as well. So they take pavement cores throughout to make sure we get back down to the brick and put a whole new surface down as well. And just to see what is down there. There's a $30,000 charge for the surveying fees. And And then we're still in discussion with the RPR. You guys remember the residential project representative we had on the last, which was a good deal. I definitely still think we need something like that. But as of right now, that sits at 161,000. That includes the RPR and an engineering director. The RPR would be here at 40 hours a week, and the engineering director would be here 4 hours per week. So, and of course, I'm not asking for a decision here on this. I just wanted you guys to have all the information because we do got to get rolling on this ball for South Main Street, especially if we want to apply for the CCMG at the end of 2027 for this project. They do have, I can't remember what page exactly it is, but they do have it broke down on the payments. And that's for the design fees. So it'd be 15% of the design fees. You get 30% of your plans. It's broke down, so forth and so on. Kelly and I had a Teams meeting with him today at 2 to make sure we understood everything and all that. And they will be here at the next meeting
Yes.
for you guys if you have any questions, and they can introduce themselves.
In 2028 is the earliest we can get on this.
No, I can apply for it at the end of this year for 2027 as
She gave me
well.
that look, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know we gotta.
I was just curious how we come out 2028. We weren't doing anything in 27. I just didn't know.
Well, we are, but if we have a little gap in there, it lets us build our match just a little bit more.
Yes, because a lot of my MVH funds they add.
Mhm.
You know, you can.
Yeah.
The
They
year
accumulate.
before accumulates.
So
Yes.
where's banking money is what you're essentially saying.
Yes.
Yeah,
A
okay.
little bit.
So yeah, and
In
that's
case
the
we do have
way.
issues.
All right.
That's why they space the other Main Street projects too.
Okay.
We did learn today, and Kelly is going to confirm this for sure, that our wheel tax fund can be used for engineering fees as well. And right now we're sitting pretty
Pretty
good
good.
on that account.
Good.
So it's something just to look over, review, and they'll be here at next board meeting because that's a lot of money.
Mhm.
I understand that. But we will, because remember, I'm paving North Main Street this year from 26 out to the town limits. That's just getting a milling and a resurface. And then in 2028, or maybe sooner, we'll get the South Main Street done, and Main Street's done. Other than we'll have to come back up to downtown to get a resurface because it's definitely due for one. So
It'd be nice if we could kind of coordinate that when they do South Main.
we probably could. CCMG, we're only eligible for $1 million. South Main came in roughly at $1 million. Of course, the estimates came in lower. It ended up being, or I'm sorry, the final came in at 700 and some thousand. So we got to watch that line. We're walking there. Because I don't know how much excess funds we will have to go over $1 million. Because we'll be liable. Remember, it's 80-20.
Mhm.
So we'll be liable for 20% of $1 million when the project comes down.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks, Kyle.
And then lastly, at the park, mowing season has begun. We all know that. I've mowed 3 times already. The fountain is up and running as of today, if nobody's seen it.
No problem starting it up.
No, everything went real well.
Good.
Yeah. And then we do have the at the end of last week, we got the south restrooms are up and running for the baseball league. Those restrooms are closed other than the baseball league unlocks them, uses them while they're running ball games. So
While you're here, I was gonna bring this up under the baseball league has decided not to do the lease agreement with us.
okay.
We went back and forth with them a few times. Kyle revised it for us. And even this last revision, they didn't like it. So they're just going to stay with the way it is. So go ahead and do your punch list that we do every year and
Sure.
make sure they get it done.
Okay. I will. Sounds good.
Appreciate it.
Any questions, concerns, thoughts?
Keep up the good work.
Sounds
All
good,
right.
real good.
Yeah, appreciate your guys' time. Thank you.
Thanks. Police. Chief Reno.
Good evening.
Evening.
Just a couple of things I just want to kind of update you all on. I talked to Tesla last week, or the lighting company, sorry. They're slowly starting to get the equipment in. So he said once everything gets in, it'll be about 2 weeks, and then he'll start building the car. It should take about 2 weeks once they get all the items ordered and in. So hopefully we'll get that pretty soon. At the end of last year, I put in a grant for 6 new PBTs, portable breathalyzers. I didn't know we got approved for it. They just showed up. So we got our 6 PBTs.
That's nice.
Yeah, that saved us right around about $300 a piece, $300 or $400 a piece. So that saved us quite a bit. We started our pre-basic class Friday the 10th. The classroom portion of that is done. We got to still do our written test and a couple more training days. This Saturday, the 18th at 7 o'clock in the morning, we're going to do our Evo. We've done it in the park before. The last couple of classes I've taught, we've just kind of taken them down there and drove around the circle. I think that's what our plan is now, as long as you guys are still okay with that. It's not high speeds, nothing like that. Normally it takes about an hour. We're out of there pretty quick. So that's all I got.
Hey,
You guys have
Nice and
anything for
quick.
me?
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
thanks.
thank you.
Fire, Mr. Bearden.
Blaine Bearden, Fairmount Fire. We're up to 156 runs on the year. We average about 34 runs a month. All of our air pack and rescue tools got serviced this past week. No repairs needed for any of them, so they're serviced for the year. We had a mutilated structure fire with Matthew yesterday evening. All of our guys did a great job. Got the fire out. Quite a bit of damage to the house. Matthew appreciated the help from us. And our breakfast is April 25th, 7 to 10. Not this Saturday, next Saturday. And that's all I got.
Good.
Thanks, Blaine. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So that's next Saturday.
That is next Saturday, isn't it?
Mm.
So it's the 25th. All right. So fireman's breakfast, the 25th, 8 to 10. All right. There he is.
Ta-da. Bud Shelton Water and Wastewater. I need a couple of items. One is a repair. This is an algae brush system. It's a stainless steel system. It's been in place for about 10 years or so. And it's got some bent pieces on it that needs recalibrated. It helps keep algae off of our clarifiers, which is where we treat most of our sewage. It's for $6,130.57.
Say that one more time.
I'm not sure. Huh?
6130.57.
Yes, 6130.57. It's actually a repair more than it is a
Mhm.
purchase, but I thought I'd bring it up to you. Just if you do need if I do need approval, then I'll have it, and then if I don't, we'll go ahead.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and just do a motion.
Okay, I'll motion we approve the algae repair.
A second.
All right, motion made by Ken, second by Greg to repair the algae brush system for $6,130.57. All those in favor, saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I have a piece of equipment that went down. It's a pH meter, and it went down in the water plant. I've priced the new thing that guys are going to is called a spin disc, and it'll do all the tests in one actual sample. So I was just going to go ahead and go that direction. And it also records for IDM what those numbers are. And it's a Lamont Waterlink Spin Touch colorimeter. The price on that is $1,349.95. And that is that's a preference. That's not a, I mean, I could go back to the old way and then we could still do the standardized tests individually. But individually, it's going to cost the same to use this as it is individually overall, except I've got to go ahead and buy a pH meter. So this is a new technology and IDEM likes it, so I thought go with it. So
It's all about keeping them happy.
okay. So again, I don't know if that's a purchase or do I need an okay or just buy it?
Let's go ahead and just do a motion just to be safe.
Mhm.
I'll make a motion to buy it, the pH meter.
A second.
Motion made by Greg, seconded by Karen to go ahead and buy the Spendis pH measure long thing he said for $1,349.95. All those in favor, signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same.
I'm starting to get phone calls. The citizens down there on Cottonwood are very patient. And I'm hoping it lasts all year long, that they're patient, because that street's going to be very busy. So if you see anybody on Cottonwood that gives you the business over, we know we're constantly in touch with the contractor. We called them, and within a day they come out and weed eated the pipes that are going back, the dewatering pipes that are going all the way back to the creek. It's just going to be a repetitive thing. So if you guys get jumped in town, give them my number, and I'll take care of that problem as best I can. And just to let you know that's going on. That project out there is, as of today, it was 6 weeks delayed. So we're looking at 6 weeks until we start. In between the time that we had a change order to now, they've got the concrete company that makes those vaults has gotten so many orders that it's pushed us back. So we're looking at 6 weeks of what we're seeing now before we get going. I would urge you to be patient. This contractor's been good to work with thus far. The most important thing is that line gets in right. I'm not amped up about it, but it does put those people out down there, and I hate that part of it. So you know, it's 6 weeks out of starting, or that box being on site. Let me see here. The water plant's on schedule. That's good news. They've got all the block on the inside in. They made a mistake. One of the guys caught that they had brought in steel lintels, and they were supposed to be galvanized. They had 2 installed, I believe. And so I called their salesman, and he says, "Oh, no, that's supposed to be galvanized." So he took care of that. They had them out the next day and in the day after. So he took care of everything there. They've been very good to work with. That didn't put them back. It didn't put them behind at all. So they're still looking at a month and a half of work. I mean, before they get the coatings and stuff finished. I got some well maintenance coming up here soon with Ortman's. So if you see on one of the wells, they'll pick one, and we'll just keep a continual rotation. That's something that we've been working on, is trying to get a schedule of well maintenance. So you'll hear me talk about a little more regular here in the next year, 2 years. I would like to do hydrant flushing in the month of May. Typically, we kept that to 2 weeks, but there, with us having 2 firemen on staff and the things that are going on in our job out there, I just would like to have that 2 extra weeks. It doesn't hurt us. The only thing is that people would have to pay more attention, and we'll get those flyers out and let them know when we're coming to their area. So I might need approval on that, or if you tell me, we'll just go. But
Yeah, you're fine. Just make sure
Okay.
we notify them.
and that's all I have. So, any questions? Or?
You hear anything out of Frontier as far as their landscaping?
Yeah, they was gonna send somebody out that next day. So you haven't got any results?
Yeah, it's
I'll
right
call them
there.
again.
Yeah.
Anytime you don't get immediate results, call me. And, I got another guy I'll call, and call the one I was supposed to, and I don't know, no results, so we'll call somebody bigger.
They haven't came back and picked up their dirt and re-landscaped or anything.
They
Down mine
didn't
now.
do a great job on mine. I'm just gonna till it down and fix it myself.
That's
So
what I did with mine.
That's what I'm gonna do. I mean, it's not
Hey,
bad.
man, maybe you could go down to Eric's
I already said he already
I already did mine. It's the one.
till that up,
I mean, it's just,
just for practice.
you can tell they were there. Like, you can put it that way. They didn't take a few extras for the rake.
Yeah,
Thanks, bud.
He was
Alright.
of his group.
thank you.
Anything on building and maintenance?
We do not.
Financial report.
In your package, you have the 2025 annual report. Please review. Let me know if you have any questions. It's about 30 pages of information there, so.
Karen, do you have
Take your
anything?
time.
Sorry. Karen, you have anything from APC?
Just a little bit, not too much.
Okay.
We, favorable recommendation out there at Hidden Lakes Resort. He's wanting to take that one corner of the property, split it, rezone it, and put a house on the one corner and then put the rest with the resort.
Really?
So that's what they're working on to improve and help us as a county too, get more property taxes, huh?
Yeah.
And we'll also gonna have a public hearing on about the moratorium for the data center, or ordinances, so that will be coming up, so look for that.
All right, good stuff. All right, we got any other new business? All right, talked about old.
Heard anything about
Something on old business. Getting old.
I was gonna say, is that what you're gonna say? You're getting old?
Don Spar, 504 West Washington. We still got that telephone pole out there in the alley. Got the cables hanging down from it. Now, I don't know how many years they've asked IDM to take that thing out. And it's still there. The cables are hanging down the ground. The cables aren't IDMs. I know that they're Comcast cables. But I don't know if that's the problem. They won't take the pole out.
Is it doing anything?
No, it's just, they're just hanging there blowing around.
You got a chainsaw, Don?
Well, I thought about that too.
Is that the poles
But-
left over from when they put the bigger ones in?
Yeah, they put the bigger pole in and this other one's sitting right there. And I don't know how many times they've been contacted from here.
Yeah, it's AEP's pole.
It's AEP's pole, but I think they say something about Comcast or somebody's got something tied to it, but they shouldn't have because their pole's a lot higher. I don't think there's anything.
Up there on Hilltop, there's one side by side,
Yeah.
just pole sticking there with just stuff hanging from it. They just.
There wasn't anything wrong with the old pole. The old pole, there wasn't anything wrong with it. They put a new one
Yeah, I'll
in.
give them a call
give
and
them
see
a
what we
call
can find.
If they don't, I'd like to see them at least come down and cut their wires off. Take it out.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thanks, Don. Anybody else got any under old?
You heard any more about the trailer park status?
I
I've
have
not.
not.
No, when I talked to Don, he said he'd be getting with me.
Okay.
He's got, some stuff, so he will be getting with me.
Anybody else got anything? No. Take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
We are adjourned.
So what were the stuff? They just put like a curves in it or?